What's going on, Capricorn? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If you are interested in scheduling your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. Check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. And if this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's dive right into your reading. We got the Four of Cups. Look at that, the Magician. Five of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Very interesting, Capricorn. I see a situation here where you are not going to have control of what happens, but you are going to have control of how you respond to it. Very, very important. Right now, there's a decision that you have to make. You know, something's going to happen in your life. It's going to be unexpected. It's going to be shocking. At first, you're going to be surprised. At first, you're going to be taken back. And at first, fear is going to set in. You know, anxiety. You know, you're going to be worried about, why did this happen? You may even look at it as if it's happening to me, not for me. It is a curse, not blessing, right? Again, when fear sets in, we look at things from a very, glass half empty perspective. Now, understand that we cannot, control what happens in our life. Change always takes place. Some of the change is good, some of the change is not. And change is the only certain thing in this uncertain world, right? That's the only thing you can bank on. Tomorrow, you can set your watch to it like clockwork. You can expect the sun to come out and you expect change to happen some way, somehow, right? Seasons change, everything changes. Now, when this happens, understand that it is not your fault or your responsibility to control what happens in this world. We do not have control over that. The only thing we have control over is how we respond to the things that happen. And that's what Spirit wants you to take into account. And this is a test to see exactly what is going on in your life. How are you going to respond to it? Are you going to be cool, calm, and collective? Are you going to really look at it from a positive standpoint? Are you going to be able to look at it as if, okay, listen, something happened. I need to get results and move on. And right now, I'm fully aware that how I react to the situation is how, I am, portraying how ready I am to Spirit of whether or not I am ready to handle more in my life. Because remember, your angels and guides, they only give you as much as you can handle. They're not going to put unnecessary pressure on you. And that's why we don't have like a new opportunity showing up every single day in our life. We only get them when we are ready. And right now, when this, thing takes place where you are, feeling like you are scared, concerned, worried, whatever the case is, your response is more important than what actually took place, because you'll always find a solution. At the end of the day, things happen, right? When things happen, at first what happens is the ego shows up and we get scared and we're like, oh my goodness, I am so surprised. I'm so scared. I'm so upset. I can't believe this is happening. And this energy, all it does is basically, it's like we're digging a hole. Worse and worse, it's like quicksand, right? It's like wiggling your way out of quicksand. But if you tell yourself, gotcha, this took place and it's my response that matters, and I'm gonna have to use a very strategic, calculated response to not only get out of the situation much more easy, but on top of that, actually use this situation to ascend to the next level of this third dimensional game. Because again, this is a game. You and I, we have no control of what takes place, but also we have no control of the rules of this third dimension. Just like when you are driving your car, we do not control the rules of driving, for example. Red light, yellow light, green light, stop sign. This is rules that we don't have control over. We are driving our vehicle, playing by these rules. The same thing with the third dimension. We cannot panic. We cannot have fear. We cannot get mad. We cannot get upset. We cannot judge. If we do these things, we're going against the rules. So what can we do? Play the game to win, right? We want to make sure we get to point A to point B as fast as possible, and that you finding abundance, that's all that matters. So right now, when something happens, I'll give you an example. Imagine if your landlord comes up to you and says, hey, I'm selling the house, you gotta move, right? At first, shocking, we don't control it. We don't control the landlord selling the house, right? That's the landlord's position, that's their house, their right. So rather than be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you're gonna do this to me, I've been such a good tenant, how dare you, right? Rather than do that and show Spirit that I can barely handle even a small move, let alone abundance, opportunities to actually show my worth. Instead, what we're gonna do is be like, cool, landlord, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. I'm so happy for you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're gonna give me that great reference, right? Wink, 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 right? We're gonna use that. And then on top of that, we're gonna be like, Spirit, I know, I am certain that you are going to find a house for us that is closer to our job. You are going to find a house for us that is closer for my kids to go to school, or for me to get to my work, whatever the case is. I know that I don't have control over this. All I have to do is look online or look in the paper, and the who, what, when, where, how, you will take control of. And this is it. This is all you got to do. When you do this, not only did we make our life easier, but on top of that, we told Spirit, I know how to play this third dimensional game of life. And Spirit goes, ding, 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 angels and guides. Wow, look at Cap go. Bring more opportunities to Cap, because this is too easy. This is too easy for Cap, right? Remember, you came here, voluntarily from the fifth dimension to learn lessons. You, your angels and guides, signed a contract to come here just to learn lessons. That's it, and have fun in the meantime, right? And those lessons are something that, the sooner we learn them, the sooner we could move on and try new ones, which is really opening an invitation of abundance in your life. Now, check this out. Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Nine of Cups, the Chariot. Unbelievable. Spirit is going to gift you your desires. Right now, you know what to do. You know how to get it. And I see major abundance. I see something that you've desired for quite some time. Something you've had your heart set on. Something you've been manifesting, visualizing. Something you put a lot of intention into. And I see that Spirit is just waiting to give this to you. Remember, Spirit is about abundance. Spirit is about happiness. When you sign the contract to come to the third dimension, it wasn't like come here and suffer. When we say like learn lessons, it's not about suffering. No, you are not meant to suffer at all. This is a choice us humans make, right? We choose to suffer. I'll give you an example. Imagine if I painted the walls of my house every single day, right? They'd be crazy. It'd be so time consuming, so much effort. But imagine if I thought that if I didn't do this, that the paint would chip and fall. Like I thought the paint lasts 24 hours. So every single day I am just rolling on paint. And then imagine if my friend comes in and goes, yo, the house, like you don't need to paint it every day, right? Like the paint lasts like 30 years. Imagine how I'd be like, what? What the heck? I've been spending like hours a day painting my house. I don't need to do this. Yes, it's a choice. I was doing that because I didn't know better, but I chose to do so. I didn't have to do it. And that's the same thing. Like we are choosing to suffer. No one is telling us to suffer. This is a human filter, limiting belief. Spirit wants you to just be like, what's the lesson? Gotcha. Look out for this, look out for that. Make sure I do this next time. Thank you. You got my experience, moving on. That's it. But us humans were like, oh, I'm so stupid. What did I do? Why am I so silly? This is a choice that is unnecessary. Now, Spirit is letting you know, when you take away the energy when it comes to, being hard on yourself, for example, you will really shine. And this is you. I see you right now like a phoenix coming out the ashes. You not only use your beautiful, charismatic, ambitious energy, but on top of that, your empathic powers, which the majority of us are empaths. Once you start absorbing this energy and using it as your superpower, you're going to notice you're right on the right track. And that's what Spirit's telling you. Right now, you're definitely going to be shown the way. There's a major download coming your way, telling you, what to do, which direction to go in. And right now, Spirit's telling you with those two queens, you got to put yourself in a vibrational frequency to be able to hear this message. And that's all it is. At the end of the day, imagine if you want your phone to work, if you're expecting a call, right, from someone important that's going to tell you something that's going to change your life, you want to be in an area with reception, right? Right now, imagine, just forget about, angels and guides. Imagine someone is trying to call you right now, and they're trying to tell you to do this, do that to change your life. Do this to find your soulmate, do that to get rich, right? But right now, you are trying to find reception. Your number one priority in life right now to get this message should be go and look for reception anywhere you can find it. Now, imagine if I told you, I know where reception is. It's right there. All you got to do is go right there, stand right there, right? Then you'll have full bars and you can get it. So in this third dimension, in order to get reception, in order to have, get reception from your angels and guides, change the word reception over to frequency. That's all it is. It's the exact same thing. You have to be in a frequency, right? You have to be in a vibration, basically reception, to be able to get this message. That vibration, that frequency is always calm, peace, tranquil. It is never, ever, ever, ever stimulated fear, anxiety, any of that energy. That energy, imagine your phone just melts. It's just gone. You are not going to be able to hear any messages. So right now, all you got to do is go stand there, which is be in the peace, tranquil state, right? What does that mean? Taking some time for your brain to stop thinking. That's all it is. Imagine a walkie-talkie. Imagine you're holding a walkie-talkie and speaking. That means you're thinking. And imagine when you let go of the walkie-talkie, you can actually hear messages. You have to let go. So visualize holding a walkie-talkie, then visualize letting go. When you let go, stop thinking. That's it. When you're thinking, imagine holding a walkie-talkie. In order for you to hear what Spirit has to say, you have to let go. That way the walkie-talkie, you can hear a message, right? So that's all you gotta do, let go. So I always do this. Anytime I'm overthinking, I visualize myself holding a walkie-talkie, then I'm like, I'm holding it down. They can't speak back, right? I have to let go and then they can speak. So I always visualize letting go and then I can hear the messages. All right, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed your reading. 1,000 kisses. Thank you. Until next time, ciao.